When I first started living in my van, I said my goal was to go to all 50 states. But then when I did my documentary and other summarizing videos, it was only about the lower 48. So what happened? Well, I found out Native Hawaiians are asking people not to come to Hawaii. And at first I was like, I mean, won't people go broke? Don't they make a lot of money from the tourism industry? And then I found out it's not really Native Hawaiians that are profiting from tourism, it's corporations. And I also was thinking, aren't all places that are big destinations for vacations, aren't they all overcrowded and polluted? But not to the same extent as Hawaii. And let me tell you what I found out. First, the negative environmental impact. More people means more trash, and more hotels and resorts mean less land for animals to live. Did you know 44% of US endangered species live in Hawaii? And you see videos all the time of like tourists petting sea turtles and stuff. Like, not good. And because people have been moving there, housing prices are going way, way up, and so many people are unhoused now. Hawaii is actually number 3 in homelessness rate, meaning the amount of unhoused people out of the overall population in all 50 US states. And it's not just housing, it's stuff like water too. In 2021, Maui residents were asked to only use water for essential purposes, but meanwhile, the water parks were still running, the golf courses were all watered. If I lived there, I would be like, hey, this does not exist just to be a tourist destination. These are people's homes, and they shouldn't have to make sacrifices that vacationers don't have to. And now think of that scarcity plus the pandemic. Hospitals were running out of beds. In 2021, the actual governor of the state asked people not to come. I also found information from 2022, and it was just a whole bunch of restrictions for people coming. So you can see they're still really being hit hard. An island where people are always coming and going is like one of the worst places for a pandemic to be. Really, if you travel, it's up to you to do so responsibly. It comes back to the principle of if you benefit from something, you need to also be taking care of it. In this case, I benefit from going to see pretty places, so I'm gonna take care of pretty places by not going to this one. I like to think of it like being a good guest at somebody's house. In this case, some of the owners of the house are saying, hey, we can't really host guests right now, so I'm not just gonna walk in the front door anyway. Of course, I want to make it clear that I'm not a speaker for this community. I'm really just scratching the surface of this issue. Please have a look at the pinned comment below. I'm gonna put a bunch of links. Please have a look at those. So basically, my goal of going to all 50 states was overshadowed with my goal of always being a responsible and respectful traveler, and that's okay. And hey, there's still one state I haven't been to yet. And it's big enough for all the tourists and all of our trash. Just kidding. I'm gonna be flying to save time and money, and I don't wanna wait all the way to next year when the main road trip through USA was last year and the year before, so I'll just go in winter. In fact, this winter. In fact, next video I'll be getting on a plane to go to Alaska. Remember to check out those links. I'll even put a video on your screen that you can click on right away. Have a good rest of your day.